recording? It's recording. Pretty sure this is fair use. Came with the machine, with my Rodecaster. This is my first official series. It's titled The People Who Run Our Country and Insider Trading. This is not gonna be pretty. We're gonna dive into politicians' financials, so. How's it going? Welcome. And yeah, my first guest is Christina Freeland. Say hello, Christina. Hello. I want all your money, please. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, it's Christina Freeland, everybody. Thank you. So, I've never done any research on like people's finances, but you know, these people run our country, so I should know if they are insider trading. I should know if they're investing in things that they have, like they are. We all know they are, but I want to know, like. Anyways, so I don't have. Maybe I can screen capture this. I'm not prepared again. I'm not prepared. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I got sound effects though. Yeah. Oh, I was watching some YouTube today, and people want quality, so I can't give them quality right now. I'm not that good at editing or anything like that, so I figured I'll just start doing this investigating thing that I wanted to start doing, and I wanted to investigate things. Christina Alexandra Freeland, PCMP. What? PC. Is a Canadian politician serving as the 10th and current Deputy Prime Minister of Canada since 2019 and the Minister of Finance since 2020. A member of the Liberal Party, Freeland represents the Toronto riding of University Rosedale in the House of Commons. Oh boy. I don't think I'm using Google, but we're gonna go with something else because Google seems to be a little biased. Let's try old DuckDuckGo. Yeah, this ain't gonna be quality. Sorry. I was watching No Jumper, and it was Adam22 and a guy named 1090 Jake who started a prison channel, and the prison channel genre about 4 years ago blew up, and and most of it's like not that good anymore. It's kind of lame. But he, out of all of them, he evolved his channel into some really good content. So, and they're talking about quality of content. And Adam22, you know, as much of a whatever that I think he is, he's a smart man right now. And he's like, people want quality content. They don't want garbage. And then, but then that kind of goes out the window when you see Sam Salek or Saluk or however you say his last name. He doesn't even do thumbnails. He doesn't do anything. He just posts it and goes, and it's quite remarkable. But he is friggin' jacked, and he's cool. It's good. It's like wholesome content. It's really cool to watch and to just listen to the guy talk. It's interesting. So I'm too much of a spaz case, so I might be a little difficult to follow along. But that's okay. So DuckDuckGo. Christina Freeland. I didn't do any research on her to begin with, so so I came in here non-prepared, even though after further research, you should be a little prepared before you come into making a video. So this time I'm not at all. Thank you, but that's okay. I gotta start somewhere. I want to do this investigation content and whatever. We gotta start somewhere. And the more you do it, the better you get. This microphone's not. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. So you guys are kind of the angles. I gotta complain about the angles. Like I'm not. The videos that I want to evolve into, it's me just staring straight at the camera the whole time talking, and I'm not prepared for that. I just wanted to get on here and make my first investigation video with all this new stuff I bought, and actually I got to start driving out some content. You got to work hard at this. That's the one thing, like out of every channel that I've been through, and there's so much, and there's literally a video about everything. Like what did I look up? I looked up a video about, it had to do something about with streaming and OBS, and I got a laundry list of different channels talking about the same thing, and each one I went through, I was like, the one thing I noticed is like they're all trying to be a professional channel. They're putting effort into these videos, but my brain doesn't care about that. I don't have that brain. That doesn't catch me. It might catch other people and bring traffic their way, but for my brain, I get super bored really fast, and I change right away unless it's something I really need to learn or figure out. Shout out to Viking Strong. I doubt you'll ever watch any of this, but I like your gear. I want to buy more. Help the homies. Anyways, Christina Freeland. How about a little bit about her to begin with? She looks like a gargoyle now, but I bet 20 years ago she had it going on. Not gonna lie. Christina Alexandra Freeland is a Canadian politician serving as the 10th and current Deputy Prime Minister of Canada since 2019 and the Minister of Finance since 2020. A member of the Liberal Party. Yeah, enough of that. A member of the Liberal Party, Freeland represents the Toronto riding of the University Rosedale in the House of Commons. She was first appointed to cabinet following the 2015 federal election. Born in Peace River, Alberta. Oh, she's an Albertan. Huh. Well, she really don't like this province very much. Born in Peace River, Alberta, Freeland completed a bachelor's degree at Harvard University's studying Russian history and literature before earning a master's degree in Slavonic studies from the She's in charge of our money? Hold the fuck on. How? Hold on. Okay, you'd think someone... Minister of Finance. What is Minister of Finance? Okay, I'll just... What is the actual job of the Minister of Finance? I can't say it verbatim, so... duties of Canadian Minister... Probably just to screw us all over, but... Minister of Finance. See, I can't even type good. That's how bad I am at literally everything. I'm not good at anything. I'm literally bad at everything. Everyone has their thing that they're good at. Mine is talking loud. This includes preparing the annual federal budget as well as advising the government on economic and fiscal matters, tax and tariff policy, social measures, security issues, financial stability, and Canada's international commitments. She's studied Russian history, literature, and then mastered in Slavonic studies. What even is Slavonic studies? She studied Slavic people? Like, what? So that puts her automatically qualified to run this country's money. She prepares our annual federal budget. What? She oversees the Department of Finance and presenting the federal government's budget each year. Ministry of Finance is responsible for issues concerning central government finances, including coordination of the central government budget, forecast and analysis, tax issues, and management and administration of central government activities. Tax issues. What's a tax issue we're having right now in Canada? What is it? What is it? God, are you serious, man? This is gonna get my blood boiling, and this whole video is gonna be useless. Useless. Oh my God, I got Christina. What do you got to tell us right now? Well, you know, you guys, back in yeah. All right, you're useless. Thank you. Slavic studies. Okay. Slavic or Slavonic studies, also known as Slavistics. Slavistics is the academic. This is all on Wikipedia too. Like, calm down. Like, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Your job is to find your own opinion and do your own research. I'm literally just doing my own research right now. That's all I'm doing. I can hear my dog's feet in the background. I know. I'm sorry. Too bad. Too bad. Small robot voice. I gotta play poker tomorrow. Okay, back to what I was doing, getting distracted. Is the academic field of area studies concerned with Slavic areas, languages, literature, history, and culture. Originally, a Slavist or Slavicist was primarily a linguist or philologist researching Slavistics. Wow. Increasingly, historians, social scientists, and other humanists who study Slavic area cultures and societies have been included in this rubric. In North America, Slavic studies is dominated by Russian studies. Ewa Thompson, a professor of Slavic studies at Rice University, described the situation of non-Russian Slavic studies as invisible and mute. Wow. Okay. So she studied Russians in university. She has... Uh-oh. I closed my DuckDuckGo. I should have bookmarked it. Well, it's from Wiki. Hold on. Duck. But, like, she's in charge of the Ministry of Finance. They are in charge. The Ministry of Finance is in charge of tax issues. We're letting a woman, that doesn't count here, that's not the point. We're letting a politician who mastered in Slavic studies run our money. Like, how is she qualified? Wouldn't you want a banker? No, bankers they're making too much money being bankers. Like, oh man. Come on, dude. No. Do I write that in my book? I just want to know where she invests her money. I want to know if she's an inside trader. Or if she's committing insider trading. I can't speak very good. I'll try. Listen, I'll do the Christina Freeland voice. What about this one? What about this one? Monster. Okay, oh my God. We're getting off topic again. I'm good at that. Alright, we're back on DuckDuckGo. Christina. Let's see what they say about Christina Freeland. Let's go. Finances. Finances. Yeah, you're gonna have to dig for that. How's housing affordability. I wonder how big her fucking house is. Oh, sorry, hold on. Where's the no? Yes, how big her house is. I did it. Oh my god, I don't know. This is not Christina Freeland. I'm not googling the right words. Christina Freeland. Net worth. There we go. Now, I gotta tell you, these numbers that you Google or DuckDuckGo or whatever search engine you use, these are typically not accurate because I've had a few artists who've Googled their names and that says they're worth over $1 million, and they're like, I'm not worth 10 grand, dude. Christina Freeland, Forbes. Is this our Freeland? That's her. Forbes. Forbes can't be biased, can they? I don't want your advertisement, Forbes. No, I'm good. No. There we go. Christia. So it's not Christina. Well, I'm just an idiot Albertan. So is she. Why does she hate us? It's like a hate crime, man. You can't just hate your province. Freeland. Okay. About Christia Freeland. Freeland spent 20 years of her career as a journalist, working as a deputy editor for the Financial Times, and later becoming Reuters managing director and editor of Consumer News. Financial Times. So does that make her qualified? Because she was the editor at a magazine. She was a journalist. She might know about finances, but in 2013, she left journalism to run for a seat in the Canadian Parliament, which she eventually won. Well, as deputy editor for the Financial Times, that's got to pay you pretty good. I want to know if there's family money too. There's got to be family money. She's from Peace River. There's nothing but money up there. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau appointed Freeland as Minister of International Trade in 2015. 4 years later, she was appointed as Deputy Prime Minister. Oh my God. No. In 2020, after cabinet shuffle by Trudeau, Freeland added Minister of Finance. See, this is why I don't like doing my own research. A buddy said this to me. He's like, I'd rather just not know because it's effing depressing. It's depressing, man. It is depressing. I'm telling you. She submitted her first federal budget the following April, calling for the creation of a national child care program. Maybe people should stop having babies when they're not financially, fiscally ready to have them. Idiots. I'm just saying. And then they turn to the government, you gotta help us, man. We're irresponsible fucking. Like, oh no. Oh no. Heaven forbid you gotta be accountable for the things you do in life. That's it from Forbes. She's number 97. Citizenship. Canada. Calling female deputy prime ministers by their first names is gender bias. Oh, at the World Economic Forum, Zachariah called the women leaders by their first names and the men by their titles. He clearly knew what he was doing, even admitting it. Zachariah is unfortunately not alone, though this is a new low. Studies show that this pattern is part of the bias that's holding women back. Listen, if you're part of the World Economic Forum, I don't want to hear a word out of you, okay? Zachariah, whoever you are, you were a G until you we're part of the World Economic Forum, so you're all insane. Okay? I forgot. I'm not supposed to get. No, that's not what this is. My podcast, I'm not supposed to be political. Where's the book? It's right there. Don't be political. This series is all about politics, so I'm gonna say whatever I want, in my opinion, about politics. So howdy do. I can say what I want right now. Forgot about that. I scared myself. Deep breath. Sorry. Well, this doesn't say anything about her money. I don't want credible sources. The best way to be go up to Peace River and friggin' investigate. I'm a journalist now. Honorable. There's no honor among thieves. There's no honor among thieves, and all politicians are thieves. That includes the UCP, the NDP, the Liberals, the Green Party, Le Bloc de Québécois. All of you are criminals. You're all career criminals. Every last one of you. There's people from my hometown that are politicians now, and I'm wondering. I just want to know. I just want to know the truth. I don't know. It's a good goal to maybe interview them one day, but I don't know if they'll ever do my show. They probably think I'm a lunatic. I think I'm a lunatic, so. Christina Freeland, you're not helping me very good here. Oh, of course, I'm on Google. What happened to my. Oh, I closed it again like a dumbass. A dumbass. What's her husband do? Graham Bowley, a British writer and reporter for the New York Times. I think this world, what is the salary of the Prime Minister of Canada? What does Trudeau get? All of the aforementioned is provided through budgets approved by Parliament, as is the Prime Minister's total annual compensation of $350,000, consisting of an MP's salary of $178 and the Prime Minister's salary of $178,000. You paid that much money to be a fucking idiot? Oh, sorry, fucking idiot. Oh my lord. Anyone who thinks that that's okay is like definitely liberal. Like, in what world should we pay these politicians this much friggin' money? Like, who thinks that's a good idea? And their friggin' pensions too, man. Like, oh, that'll make me sick. We're getting off topic again, but this shit writes itself. This shit writes itself. It's hilarious. $55, so. $279,000 to be the deputy prime minister? Oh, her name is Christina, so I'm fucking calling her Christina from now on. How tall is the prime minister? What kind of questions are these, people? Come on. Net worth. Popularnetworth.com. I doubt this is. No. These numbers are not going to be smart. What? 2 million? Nah. There's no way. No. That's probably true. I don't know. this site, yeah, there's stupid ads everywhere. I doubt it. 420K per year from her 2 present jobs. When it comes to the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau's annual pay is $279,200. With Justin Trudeau, there's no way she makes more than the Prime Minister with her 2 jobs. This is stupid. This is not accurate. IdleNetWorth.com. What? That is not. No. Net Worth Post. I mean, if you're going to be a politician, I think their finances should be. I don't know. They have the right to privacy too. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I hate politicians, but at the same time, they're also still my fellow Canadians. I know that's going to piss conservatives off, but yeah, liberals are still our fellow Canadians. We like coexist. We got to learn to coexist together. But that'll never happen because we're all fucking insane. We're all fucking insane. Keep forgetting the button. Okay, well, this is getting boring. No, don't stop. Don't stop. Keep digging. 26 minutes, who cares? Idle net worth. No, I can't trust these. How? Financial Post. Oh, that's just talking about us pulling out of the CPP. I want to know how much you're worth, little lady. How much money you got? Well, so far 2 million, but that is not a trustworthy site. And you know, fair play. Like their finances shouldn't be posted online. I don't think. But hey, welcome to 2023. No one really gives a shit about that, do they? No one cares about that. There's some dude on TikTok who, when people like make fun of him or you're being negative to me, he gets their dead relatives tattooed on him. I'm like, bro, like, no, that's like TikTok is. I'm done with TikTok. Like, I don't know. Some of the followers that I really like to follow, as soon as you know what happened in Gaza, they just immediately picked a side. I was like, so you did all this content about not like picking sides, not like in war times and stuff, but like it seemed like, oh, you're a pretty I think the word's partisan person, like you're an in the middle person. And no, once it came, it was like, oh, Israel, oh, Palestine, and I watched people pick their sides, and it was weird, very weird, very, very, very weird. Oh man. Isn't her dad a Nazi or something? I saw some propaganda about that, about her. Oh, her dad's a Nazi, blah, she's, yeah, like, calm down, conservatives, relax, breathe, do your research, figure it out, then, you know, let's see the receipts. Should I put the screen capture on for Steam? Or for the thing, Twitch? What's up, Twitch? Trying my best not to swear. As if a journalist runs our finances. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, man. A journalist. like I guess she worked at the Financial Times, so maybe she acquired knowledge from that. I'm not gonna discredit that for sure, but you'd think he'd want. I don't know. We say we live in a democracy, but I'm not sure sometimes, man. I'm not sure. I think it's the illusion of democracy, and longtime boyfriend Graham Bowley. Well, her husband is a British writer and the New York Times reporter. The couple have 3 children. She's lived in Toronto since the summer of 2013 when she returned from abroad to run for election. She speaks Ukrainian at home with her children. She also speaks English, Russian, Italian, and French. In 2014, John Geddes reported that Freeland and her sister co-owned an apartment overlooking Independence Square in Kiev. So she's Ukrainian. Well, that explains the Slavic studies, but that still doesn't explain why she's in charge of our money. I'm just gonna put it out there. Net worth. This one says 5 million. Oh man. And there's ads everywhere. Yeah, and every time I click on something, it just pulls up another ad. Gosh darn it. So according to Google, because I live in Canada, you can smoke weed on camera because it's legal where I live. I mean, I'm sure it's not encouraged. I'm not encouraging any young people out there to smoke marijuana. It's an adult thing to do. You don't get to do it. You wait your turn. When you turn 18 and that little brain of yours is developed better, then you can try some marijuana. Don't do what I did and cave to peer pressure when you're probably 15. I first smoked. Yeah, 15. Let's go with 15. 14 under a friggin' train bridge and with a friggin' fucking pop can, bruh. Yeah, you don't want to live like me, bruh. Hey, bruh. Shit. Like, this investigation's already been railroaded. I am a terrible investigator. Donald Freeland was a farmer and lawyer and member of the Liberal Party and her, oh man, so you're, not only are you a career politician, but your family, your father, and your mother was in the NDP party in Edmonton. Wow. Wow, okay. Listen, take family to, like, that's got to be some nepotism right there. The only reason you're in politics is because your family's in politics. God darn it. Bachelor of Arts degree in Russian history and literature from Harvard. Got a master's degree in Slavic studies from Oxford. She educated, that's for sure. And that's where most people get brainwashed into ideologies, is in friggin' universities and colleges. Maybe back, and this could be back then too. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, I don't know how, like, I haven't dove into what colleges and universities were like back then, but I'm guessing they were pretty split down the middle. They're going to have conservative, liberal people everywhere. And for the sake of like, I'm in Canada, we have conservatives, liberals. In America, they got the Democrats and the Republicans. Republicans are conservative, Democrats are liberal. So just when I say liberal, I mean the left. When I see conservative, I mean the right. And then there's people like me stuck in the fucking middle. Stuck in the fucking middle, dealing with it all. Or like the parent that's ready to give up, that had kids when it was not financially, fiscally responsible to do so. Oh, no wonder we're sending so much money over to the Ukraine. She's fucking Ukrainian. Well, she's not. She's born in fucking Peace River. Sorry, she's born in fucking Peace River. So you're as much Ukrainian as I am Czech. Alright? I was born here too. My father came from there though. Hold on. While there, she attracted the attention of the KGB, which tagged her with the code name. Hold the fuck on. What? I don't know if there's truth to this. Hold on. During her time at Harvard, she visited the Soviet Union as an exchange student to study Ukrainian, although she was already fluent in the language. While there, she attracted the attention of the KGB, which tagged her with the codename Frida, and Soviet newspapers, who attacked her as a foreigner meddling in their internal affairs over her contacts with Ukrainian activists. See, this is why I don't like digging, man. Oh boy. The KGB surveilled Freeland and tapped her phone calls and documented the young Canadian activist delivering money, video, and audio recording equipment and personal computer to contacts in Ukraine. She used a diplomat at the Canadian Embassy in Moscow to send material abroad in a secret diplomatic pouch, worked with foreign journalists on stories about life in the Soviet Union, and organized marches and rallies to attract attention and support from Western countries. On return from a trip to London in March 1989, Freeland was denied re-entry to the USSR. By the time her activism with Ukraine came to an end, Christina Freeland had become the subject of a high-level case study from the KGB on how much damage a single determined individual could inflict on the Soviet Union. In a 2021 interview with the Globe and Mail, one former member of the intelligence service called Freeland a remarkable individual and described her as erudite, sociable, persistent, and inventive in achieving her goals. She received her Master's of Studies degree in Slavonic Studies from the... Yeah, we already talked about that. So she's a fucking spy as well. A spy is in charge of our money. Political career. We read about her political career. I just want to know... I just want to know if you are insider trading. I know all of them are. Like, all of them are. If you were in their position, would you not? Like, oh, I can make how much money? Yeah. Don't be stupid, people. Don't try and act like some kind of friggin' hero and say, oh, I would never do that. Like, yeah, whatever. 9 times out of 10, anybody will take that free ride out of the rat race. You know what I'm saying? And don't count my gnome sayings. Need better lighting. Published works. Christina Freeland is the author of Sale of the Century, Russia's Wild Ride from Communism to Capitalism, a 2,000-page book about Russia's journey from communism to capitalism, and Plutocrats, The Rise of the New Global Super Rich and the Fall of Everyone Else in 2012. Sale of the Century is an account of privatization in Russia that is informed by interviews with leading Russian businessmen that Freeland conducted during 4 years from 1994 to 1998 that she lived in Russia as Moscow bureau chief for the Financial Times. It's all about making money. So she's getting her bag, I guess. Good for her, but something doesn't seem right. Christina Freeland's net worth is estimated at around $5 million. Her salary for 2022 ranges from 162K to 575K. But with bonuses, benefits, and various other compensation, she made significantly more than her salary in the year 2019. Excuse me? Freeland's main source of income is from her career as a politician and former journalist. Her successful career has earned her some luxurious lifestyles and some fancy car trips. She is one of the richest and most influential politicians in Canada. Shut the fuck up. Who wrote this? Yeah, see, like, there's no name of who wrote this crap. Fuck. Oh, man. No. You bastards. Unreal. Yeah, this is the most unprofessional episode ever. But I'm sure with time it'll get better. But this is what I wanted to start. I wanted to investigate politicians and make videos about it. Even though I probably lost people's attention 41 minutes and 10 seconds ago, because we're at 42 minutes in now. So I'm guessing they changed the channel 10 seconds in, but I could care less. Bye. Duck, duck, go. Boring. What do you think? Oh man, I'm being boring right now. I'm getting distracted. Sorry. Oh, I'm installing DuckDuckGo right now. And screw Google. They are Google's bias. You know. Excuse me. God. Freeland.
That is in life. The financial reality for a province that decides to withdraw from the CPP. And that's why I told ministers today that I would ask the chief actuary to provide an estimate of the asset transfer based on a reasonable interpretation of the provisions in the CPP legislation. Our officials will work together to define the precise taskings for this work. One of the other points that I raised in our meeting, and it was raised by many other ministers, was the issue of portability. The CPP allows Canadians to live and work anywhere in Canada without jeopardizing their retirement. Many ministers spoke personally in this meeting. They talked about their own lives, living and working across Canada, and they talked about the lives of members of their family and how.
Hold on, man. Like, I don't like the way these people talk. They gotta talk so proper, so perfect, so professional. Like, I get being professional at your job, but for fuck's sakes, show that human side, man. Like, it's kind of like people like Pierre a little bit because he shows a human side to him, even though I think he's a idiot. But sorry, conservatives. Yeah, I don't like your prodigal son, Pierre Poilievre. My bad. He's a tool, dude. Now I'm gonna get shit on by all the conservatives now. Now I'm back to being hated by conservatives. I guess I'm back to being left wing according to, I don't know, according to whoever you talk to. You know what I mean? So I'm not listening to this lady talk anymore. I'm sorry. Just want to know if she's involved in insider trading, and she probably is. She probably fucking is. You know, like it's too easy at their level, bruh. Lobbyists, like, even like, that's not insider trading. Insider trading is when you get the scoop on a stock that's either gonna tank or do good, and you know, they get told about it, so they either invest or pull out. What's her name? Martha Stewart got arrested for it, and she had to pay. She had to go to jail. Like, what? And then some politician in the States got caught. And fucking politicians, they insider trade all the time. And but you put Martha Stewart in jail? What? I need better lighting. Hold on. It's got to be the most goddamn unprofessional fucking podcast out there, but I don't give a fuck. Better. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's better light. That's better. Ugh, too much hair. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, there, now I can actually hear something. It's better. I can hear now. There's no hair in the way. Trying to look cool for the camera, yo. They're all insider trading. Screw it. Insider trading is buying or selling a publicly traded company's stock by someone who with non-public material information about that company. You guys bored of me yet? Probably. I don't care. That's for me. Canadian. Interesting. I'm finding nothing. Cover their tracks. Good. Let's do this. This is why I'd be a terrible, terrible private investigator, journalist, anything that has to put effort in it. Politicians caught insider trading. No. Oh no. This is America. Holy fuck, they're all white too. Oh. These 97 members of Congress reported trades in companies influenced by their committees. At least 97 current members of Congress bought or sold stock, bonds, or other financial assets that intersected with their congressional work or reported similar transactions by their spouse or dependent child. That is like, you put Martha Stewart in jail for this. The US lawmakers are not banned from investing in any company, including those that could be affected by their decisions. But the trading patterns uncovered by the Times analysis underscore long-standing concerns about the potential for conflicts of interest for use of inside information by members of Congress, government, ethics experts say. Guess which years it is? 2019 to 2021. I wonder what down then that people were investing in. But I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm just lunatic. I'm insane is what I am. Yeah. Okay. 97 members of Congress. Not one brother. Not one brother or sister. Just a bunch of white dudes. Oh, there's one brother. What the hell, bro? No. See, this isn't good. So this turned from... Where did this turn from? Freeland. I only wrote Freeland. Look. I didn't even write any of this info down. I want a donaire. Do you guys want a donaire? I'm gonna order a donaire. Man, fuck this. Where's my other hat? Yeah, this stuff's way cooler. Where's my bling at? I got my glasses on, so I'm not gonna wear them. There we go. Yeah, this is how you research. This is how you do research right here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's better. Now we look like an idiot. Insider trade. Politicians caught insider trading. Canada. Political scandals in Canada. Oh boy. Your buddy Trudeau's involved in a couple of those. Allegation of bribes being taken by the government of Sir John A. Macdonald in exchange for the contract to build the CPR Railway, the Canadian Pacific Railway. The affair forced Macdonald to resign as Prime Minister in November 1873. 5 years later, Macdonald served as Prime Minister for another 13 years. That's the dude on your $10 bill, in case you're wondering. Conservative Party. King buying affair. These are just Canadian scandals. Scandal in the Department of Customs and Excise. What does that mean? Leading to a constitutional crisis. Liberal Party. Allegations of the Baroness Light Boat Biharna Heat and Power it's got to be Baroness Light and Heat and Power Company making substantial contributions to the Liberal Party in return for permission to divert the St. Lawrence River 30 kilometers west of Montreal to generate hydroelectricity. I mean, crazy. Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau was accused of using an unparliamentary language. So he said, fuck. I think all those politicians should be allowed to fucking swear. What the fuck are we talking about? Who doesn't want to fucking swear for fucking fuck? You're supposed to, for sakes. I'm there, that was in 1971. 1974, the federal government hired a firm to dredge Hamilton Harbor. The subsequent investigation revealed that there were $300,000 in kickbacks to Ken Elliott, the harbor commissioner, and $4 million in unnecessary work. Elliott and his accountant were charged with fraud and served prison time. One of Trudeau's cabinet ministers, John Munro, tendered a resignation, but it was not accepted. He and others under investigation were ultimately exonerated. There you find. That's in 1974. That's your boys Faja bailing out his ministers. Newly appointed Solicitor General Francois Fox forged the signature of his mistress' husband, Francis Fox, forged the signature of his forged the signature of his mistress's husband in order to obtain an abortion. He was forced to step down, but later resumed his political career. Liberal Party, 1978. Fuck you. I hate politics. I hate politicians. I hate it all. I hate it. I guess I'm a libertarian. I guess if you're going to label me, it's libertarian. Except that I like the roads that I drive on. I like using hospitals. I like having those things. So I guess I'm not quite libertarian. Obviously, there's got to be some form of government, some form of, like, to control the chaos. As much as I hate being controlled by someone else, you know, you're going to need it still, because then we have anarchy. And if you have anarchy, that is just not going to happen. That's not going to fly. There's too many messed up people on, there's too many, yeah. Give them an inch, they take a mile. Tunagate. What is Tunagate? Oh my God. Tainted Tuna. Progressive Conservative Party. 1985. The year that your Lord and Savior Kelsey Crick was born. Oh my God. I just gave up too much information. Jesus. They're going to know I'm 38 going on 39 and I'm miserable and broke. Good Lord. Don't look me up. I want to know about this Tunagate. What the hell? I want to tell people to Google it. Tunagate. Tunagate. Here we go. Tunagate was a 1985 Canadian political scandal involving large quantities of tuna that have been declared unfit for human consumption that were sold to the public under order of the Minister of Fisheries and Oceans, John Fraser. The story broke on September 17th in the CBC program The Fifth Estate. Fisheries inspectors had found that star-kissed tuna processed by a New Brunswick plant had spoiled and declared that it was unfit for human consumption. St. Andrews in New Brunswick plant had processed the tuna, and the forced destruction of 1 million cans of tuna would likely cause the plant to close down. The owners of the plant thus lobbied Fisheries Minister Fraser. He decided the tuna should be allowed on store shelves. He later defended himself, saying that he felt the business owners were right that the inspectors were too severe or that the inspectors could have made a mistake. He also stated that he had two other independent groups test the tuna, but the laboratory that did these tests later revealed that their testing was not complete when Fraser made his decision. The day after the story broke, both opposition parties attacked Fraser, and on Thursday, a recall of the tuna was announced. The following Monday, Fraser resigned, mostly settling the affair. Rules were changed to make it possible for ministers to overrule the decision of food inspectors. So he had to resign, and then they changed the laws so that they could that ministers could now overrule food inspectors. So politicians, so they lobbied. So the rich people lobbied, and they got the law changed. So now ministers, they can tell food inspectors to piss off. Is basically what I'm gathering. See, politics is a scam. This is the Conservatives. The main unanswered question was how much Prime Minister Brian Mulroney knew at the time. Fraser at first stated that he had informed the Prime Minister's office. Mulroney originally said so as well. Almost immediately afterwards, both recanted and stated that Mulroney had not been informed until the story had broken. Mulroney was also accused of being less than truthful when he told the New York Times he had fired Fraser as soon as he had heard of the affair, when in fact it had taken 6 days. So what? Things take time. Despite intense national coverage for many weeks, in the end, the story ended up being mostly forgotten. Today, there remains no evidence of any people getting sick from the tuna that was sold. Fraser's career recovered, and eventually he became Speaker of the House of Commons. The reputations of both Starkist Canada and the Mulroney government were hurt. However, Starkist, which had enjoyed a 39% market share, saw it collapse to near zero, and in 1991 it pulled out of Canada. The 400 employees of the New Brunswick plant were put out of work as one of the largest employers in Charlotte County shut down. Hold the front door. Tunagate. So, according to this, so I want to know. The minister said the tuna should be allowed on it. He later defended himself, saying the inspectors were too severe. So I want to know more about the 2 independent group tests that he had done. And he had 2 groups do it, but the lab said that later they revealed that he made his decision without the testing. The testing wasn't complete before he made the decision. So, and they did shut it down, and they cost 400 people their jobs. And no one got sick from the tuna. Interesting. Tunagate. Tunagate. My notebook's came today, so now I can write stuff down. They say, write stuff down. That's what they say. That's what Mr. Beast does. He's like, anytime I have an idea, I write it down. So in my phone, in my notes, I have many ideas. This tuna gate's interesting. This is interesting. The part that makes it even more interesting is the fact that the plant had to shut down. Starkist, which had enjoyed a 39% market share. Oh, so at the time it had a 39% market share and saw it collapse to near zero. So then in 1991 they shut it down. So it sounds like a politician tried to save 400 jobs and he just got railroaded by the fisheries department. It wasn't tainted according to two different groups, but the lab never gave, well, what were the results of the laboratory? Like, was it bad tuna? It says no one ever got sick. There's no evidence of any people getting sick. So 400 people lost their jobs. That breaks my heart, fam. I need a aw sound effect or something. That wasn't it. Well, I've done an hour and 7 minutes. I definitely did not figure out if Christina Freeland is insider trading, but you know the investigation continues. So thank you, and I'm gonna get a donaire. I'm hungry and I'm I couldn't be bothered to cook. So until next time. I gotta get used to looking at the camera more. I keep not looking at it. I keep wanting to look at the OBS window and look into that, and it's just me looking at the OBS window, not at the camera. You know, have a great night.